Eek, a monster. So, I did a couple of things. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll think about it. Jeez, that's trashed. I got some skulls. What I did was finally, is my real one in here? Yeah. I don't need this anymore. I threw the diamond sword I had into the thing here. Actually, oh wait, you can only do things once. Apart from the knockback 2, it had the arthropod thing and the and looting 2. I threw mending on it just so it would survive. I probably didn't need to, but I did. About that, I'm gonna take a nap because dark, and we can cut to actually getting the last couple of skulls recorded earlier. Come here. I hate you all. And by all, I mean quite a few. Whoa, nuts. Well, that helped. No. No. It's not about you. Stop thinking everything's about you. Yeah, that figures. Any more good news? What? Okay, why not? Can I have the skull, though? Oh, I can? Well, oh, nuts. Die! God, I hate you people. What did I not pick up? Nothing. Don't care. Oh, are you seriously trying? You're boring, get out. Oh, I should probably eat. I don't care. Alright. I want your skull. Okay, then. Give me your skulls. Skulls. Gimme. Gimme. I can see your skull. I want it. It's mine. You, with the skulls. Come to me. What am I hitting you? No. Don't hit them with clippers. That's incorrect. Skull! Something's very wrong when the genocide of spookies is boring. Alright, I see 3 skulls. I just want one. I got 0. That I did get one, I didn't see it. Alright, so that means we're done here. Observe. Incidentally, since I haven't had a chance to mention it, I'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to go home. What's in here? And yeah, that's about all that I need right now. I'm going to head back to the house and we'll go over what just happened. Hang on. Alright, so that accomplished. Over the course, I mean, it's just what I was recording was over the last 90 minutes. Today I want to figure out what I'm up to. Yeah. Go... Yeah, I'm marginally concerned about the state of some of these things. I'm gonna go downstairs, grab some things. I just realized something. I don't know where I want to... I'll do this first. I don't know where I want to set up a, you know, wither trap. What I'm thinking is that I could, I've got some bedrock. I could probably build a small room for a wither. And I want that. And I don't care. Give me this. If I've got 20. I can get more. That's what I'm thinking is upstairs. I can trade obsidian for bedrock. And I can get all the obsidian I want. Like, that's a downtime of about 30 seconds just to grab 25 more and then jump out of the end and you know, trade it for bedrock. And what if I do it? What? Why is that too expensive? Well, you're not wrong. Give it to me, I don't care. What can I do with this? I wouldn't hate having this helmet nuts. Okay, well, I could just put mending on it. I still don't know. I'm just going to put this in here. Just an accidental spoil of war. You guys are frisky and cluttered, or whatever. Putting mending on it wouldn't be faster than just... What did that just say, like 30? No, it wasn't that much. You'd think I would have noticed. 16. And I've got 6. That's not going to take all that long to get, actually. How's the rest of it holding up? You know, maybe it's just okay. 131, how many... What's on it? I do like the respiration part. That doesn't... I don't know why I like it. I don't have any water. It probably just doesn't matter that much. Alright, I'm gonna figure out a place to put... I could probably get on the lift. Figure out a place to put a... Because wherever I put this thing, it's gonna just be there. There's no getting rid of bedrock after the fact. So I gotta decide what's a place that is not gonna bother me that I've done that. I'm also gonna need soul sand, which I should have. Yeah, so there's that. I don't care. I guess things are being weird enough here. I can just do it right here. Except thinking about it, it's going to be 16 just to get a little notch right there, or a little kind of a nook. Let me go grab. That's all upstairs too. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm thinking about hoarding this stuff. There's no terrible benefit to frugality. I can go get more whenever. I'll just trade it all for a bed. I don't care. I'll get more afterward. Or, you know, whatever. This is... I'm really thinking this might be the last episode. I don't know what else I could possibly really do around here. I build out platforms, I suppose, but, you know, fill in the grass, that's a given. But apart from just making it look like it's finished, I don't know what else I could do. Oh, damn it. That guy popped out of the village. That always helps. It's going to wreck the dynamics on the golems falling into the iron factory, too. Well, let's talk to Chester for a sec. I'll just get this stuff together. I just don't need a golem wandering around in the village. With everything else going on right now. How about you just give me lots of this stuff? I'm only trying to remember if Wither can even destroy obsidian. I assume so, why not? I guess it doesn't matter. And there's a slime playing with my minecarts. Alright, I'm going to be back in another minute. Hang on. Okay. I don't care that much about this. You know, I can just get rid of it. Ah! Are you going to jump off the edge? Well, that would save me some time. Okay. I have enough food, and if I'm wrong, I'm right next to where I get more, so... Let's just... Let me think about the size on this thing. The thing is 3 wide to assemble. Stuff I can never undo. Okay. Build. Well, that's cool. I mean, I was going to do that anyway. It just might be something to bear in mind before I just do it. Okay, this is not going to be bedrock. I really gotta be a little more cautious here. So used to just quickly thumping things down, figuring even with obsidian I can pull it back up. Door to get into here. Okay. Need the ceiling to be a little higher than this. So... that's going to be the ceiling. This is probably hilarious overkill. But if nothing else, it will let me know what works. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's just going to be there forever. Maybe that's okay. Yeah, I can work with that. Alright, so essentially we're done. Just gonna be funny about this. The bedrock cabin. Kind of like there's a cabin up in Lake Como Bluff in Wyoming, made entirely out of the fossilized bones of sauropods or something. We'll just say that that's what this is. Ish. Can I get down without getting hurt? Sorta. Oh, because the window is helpful. Okay. And then get this away from me. Okay, let me think how I want to... That's really all there is to it, isn't it? Why am I missing a skull? My Keurig decided to come on. And... run away! I assume there's no chance it can come after me. Is it gonna, like, explode? Ah, how nice. Ooh. Now that is unexpected. A little. Where are you? Nuts. It's just keeping with this whole plan of blowing things up at me. Ah. I don't care, you know what, just give me this, it'll be fine. It's not like I was gonna pull all this stuff up anyway. Where are you, and are you in a bad mood? Yikes. Gotta go. Must go. Leave. May have given him too much room in there. Are we okay? What the hell? Is he growing back? Since when are you going? Why are you growing back? Stop shooting heads at me. What am I stuck on? That's a needless thing. Is that off center? I'm about to be angry, aren't I? 1, 2, 3. Door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How is that off center? And now it just always will be. Eh, whatever. So I got that accomplished. Sorta. What did I just see? I'm so used to seeing blazes in the distance, I thought I saw one. gonna stash this thing, I don't care, here. Where the boots used to be. About that. How's my... Oh, wow. Yeah, if I care that much, I can... I really didn't get a lot of experience from that, did I? So used to the dragon giving me like 50 levels of stuff. Well, so there, the wither is dead. Unless I want to get another one. I don't want to, yikes, want to get another one. Well, that's nice. How much do I need? No. Get away from my torch. Alright. That's a way to worsen a headache. I got 61 bedrocks for wherever I want to put those and never be able to pull them up. I don't know what else there is to talk about here. Let me go upstairs to where the bedroom is and I'll come back. Oops, wait. Okay, new day. In fact, day 2052. Wow. Yeah, I never bother with withers because all I get from them is that nether star, which I never use because I never make beacons, and you see how this goes. I'm fine with killing dragons, I do that all the time. But I don't much bother with those things. Been a while. So, if I'm stopwatching this correctly, I've got like, I don't know, 8 minutes left, conceivably-ish. If I want to hit, you know, exactly half an hour, otherwise we can go over or under, it doesn't matter. I don't know what else there is to deal with here. Wasn't able to get Enderman eggs for this, but I got an Enderman factory in the end, so it works out. Can't apparently get, you know, infinite squid ink. Although I think I still have some. It's been a while since I looked for it. I got 13. I probably considering it some more. And yeah, I could throw mending on all my armor, I guess. I just... The problem with that is that it... If you're trying to rebuild something like this, which I guess I could do, with mending on the armor, it's basically you'll have a 20% chance of getting anything on this because each of those has 20%, and therefore, why isn't this working? Oh. Therefore, it just, you have to take the armor off to replenish a weapon, basically. I got that for, like, no reason. Still don't have enough, experience stored up to snap it onto the helmet. Conceivably, the fastest way to get that would be in here, but only if these things bother spawning, which sometimes they take a little while. Well, other times it looks like this. Still might take a bit. Doesn't matter. Still not thrilled with the village. The layout is basically fine. My problems with it are, A, I just really don't have the dirt to fill it in and make it completely self-sufficient. Because with dirt that, you know, was, that had stuff growing in it, each of these guys could, you know, pick up wheat and replant the seeds and then toss bread at each other, and it would just, it would be an orgy. I haven't bothered to do anything with my monster factory. Kind of curious about it, actually. There's no way it'll take this much, but I could probably go over and see what's going on with that. never going to get rabbits. It's just not mathematically possible. And I'd have to kill all of my pets, because thinking about it, I was wrong. Well, I wasn't wrong, but 5 cats. That was wrong. I've got 5 cats, 2 dogs is 7, 4 birds is 11, and then my horse is 12, plus there's 3 horses over there. So my mob cap is just beneath us. It is strained all to hell, and then all the sheep, and then whatever else that's on here. Stupid though it may sound, because I don't want to drill down through that one when I'm coming down. Is there anything in there now? 5. I wonder if it's anything important. A skeleton could be a problem. Actually, a creeper could be a problem. Zombies are not a big problem. Uh-huh. What? Oh, I went the wrong way. That's funny. Ugh, there is no way up that makes any sense. Okay, what I don't particularly want is to look at an Enderman right now. Hi. No. There's a zombie crawling around over there. Okay, I see what the problem is. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do about it. I guess. Is that all filled in? Okay, so that's a problem. It's really kind of hard to reconstruct this. I think that's gotta be right. Oh, nuts. There's a hole. Oh, yeah, there was a fire. No doubt about that. Huh. That's not supposed to look like that. Okay. Well, you know what, I think that's probably close enough. I think the walls are all sealed up, that's what matters. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, that's how I got up here. Why am I missing one of these? I'm gonna run out. Yeah, why not? Just give me a couple more. Alright, well, that gets us around 28 minutes, 29. Damn it. Are you kidding? I still don't know why I'm missing one of these. I don't know where I put it. Yeah, that figures. Never adds up correctly. Okay, I think that's probably... Unless there's anything... A big gaping hole in the side over here I didn't see. It looks fairly secured. And then I just gotta get down somehow. Is there another one under here? Good. That would be upsetting. All right. So with that, I think we're about done with the map. I don't know if any of those landed on anything down there. I don't want them back. It's fine. I still don't know where I lost one of these. I may have set it up in the nether. I don't know. All right. Well, so this is what, episode 42? That seems like a good place to stop. Probably do a quick kind of walkthrough tour thing, although I don't know what's left to discuss. Hang on, let me go downstairs. I'll be right back. Alright, this is Chester. He lives where he's always lived, where I used to live. I used to live pretty much where this door is, or so. But I moved out by building a quick cobblestone generator, building stairs down from there to here. Filled in all this. That was like largely episode 1. 2 was trying to get some trees to happen, I think. I've got stuff whiteboarded here, but I'm only down, I only trace back to like episode 4 where I really started keeping track of what I was going to use for titles. Started moving grass down here to create a wheat field, while setting up bigger and better trees to grow and chop down and use their stuff. Did a monster factory. That was episode 3. Must have been, yeah. And we were just up there, so there's not a lot to discuss. Then I did a spider factory, and that was over here, out of my way, and technically a swamp biome, which I can't prove because this is a flower forest. But it was over here, yeah. So then we had spiders giving us... Did I just get that backward? No, I think that I did the monster factory before the spider factory. Probably. Yeah, I did. Okay, then we started up with this. And this allowed me to chop down these things and get lots of dirt. And to put that in perspective, I've still technically never quit this. I've restarted the computer a couple of times, but I never actually shut this down first. Blocks mined are, yeah, almost 22,000, which is about almost 2,200 blocks of dirt. Sorta. I didn't trade all of them in the beginning. I was just using these to make charcoal, but that didn't hurt much. Next we did the slime farm factory thing, which exists to this day, because eventually I chopped this down and expanded the grove of trees. And this is working about as well as ever, which I never really did need to worry too much about this. As far as getting hit and thrown back, I don't think it's ever happened. But it's there, and it gave us slime, and that allowed us to go upstairs. Which at the time meant going over there first and climbing that ladder. And I'm doing this wrong. I live here, you'd think I'd know how it works. Built a fishery, which actually was about here. I moved it later. And that allowed me to start getting this stuff and the Nemo fish, which let me get this stuff. And then we moved on to building a village. And then that was enough of a thing. It technically took 2 episodes. So we went through and built a big square and filled it in with stuff. And then set up a spawner with a villager egg in it. Which didn't really work. But that's okay. Yeah, then I set up a spawn box in here and thumped in like a... What did I start with? Was it witches or skeletons? I have to go back and check at this point. But over time I've added in everything you see here. Batteries not included, part of a complete breakfast. Rail system was next, which involved recording myself doing it entirely wrong. Because initially hi. I'm busy. We're doing a thing. I'm doing a bit. Leave me alone. I don't care. Are we done? No. This is why the minecart never works. Yeah, initially I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I built this like over one from where it should have been. But I fixed it for the next episode, and the next episode we built the kind of first half of the drop-off system up here. Which is this. I can get up here faster than a minecart could get me up here. That's just cool. Alright, and that was the beginning of having stuff that I just had too much stuff to deal with. Then we went to the Nether. I got enough of various elements to get diamonds, and diamonds got me obsidian, and therefore I eventually had 10 blocks of obsidian, which allowed me to go into the Nether. About that, if I were going to do much more with this map, I would fix these stairs. I just threw them down where they fit. It wasn't a good idea. Okay. We went into the Nether. Pictured here. And crept along backward the whole time. Filling in this relatively unbreakable, the reason I did this, if I didn't mention it, well, A, it's easy to see. B, if memory serves, if a ghast shoots at you, it can annihilate this stuff, but the cobblestone is immune, it's impervious. Alright, so we built the hell over here. Kinda too bad I traded all my obsidian. I could probably quickly throw together a portal and... Nah, I wouldn't get 7 kilometers away, though. I think that was the... wasn't it? Where was that exactly? I don't know what you wanted. No, it must have been that, because it's a portal thing, right? I still don't know what that means. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can get, like, almost halfway there just on what I've got built here. It's not worth doing. It's a meaningless achievement that... It might make more sense in a real map, in a basic, randomly, procedurally generated thing, but here I just don't much care. So we found this, and by found I mean I knew where it was. And so on. I'm gonna get away from those guys so I can look at the whiteboard. Are we okay? Alright. Yeah, well, and that was kind of the next thing, was I mostly stopped doing that. Mostly just sat here for a long time while fireworks occurred outside. Gathered up enough blaze rods to go back and get an egg. Which, while I'm here, I'll just mention after making a blaze farm, I wandered through. That has been concerning me since the first time I saw it. And found nether wart, which ought to be the next episode after what I'm talking about right now, but it isn't because I'm talking about it now. And there's not a lot to say about the blaze factory. I went back and did it. No, that. Then I have to skip 30 episodes to get to the next point, so I'll go back. Hi guys, bye. Stop shooting me, I don't like it. It's gonna be hilarious if I die while I'm doing this. I almost got through this whole thing never dying, but then the dragon happened to me. Yeah, following the blaze factory, which I guess I'll get back to and look at just to make it official. Well, let me get back there, otherwise I'm going to get ahead of myself again. Observe the awesome running through indescript, whatever lava rock this stuff is, netherrack. Just to mention it, I'm pretty sure that the fortress I just came from, I think it's the only one in this nether. Because, you know, mathematically there should be a couple others closer to where I came in, and they're not there. So I'm really thinking, yeah, it's absolutely, it's a flat world generated without structures. I don't know if the guy maybe just cloned in a fortress where it should be. I'm guessing he kind of play tested this to about that point, didn't realize he couldn't stack ender pearls enough to, yikes. You know, do 64 for the Enderman egg, it's all irrelevant. I'm curious what he was thinking when he did this. So where am I? Came out of there and did this, which I've never used for anything ever. Followed by, well, yeah, there was the blaze factory, I suppose. Which I think is near a bed, so let me go up and we'll peek at that. This would be an argument for doing things in a more linear order while I'm playing the game. Let me just shut down the moon, bring the sun back. Okay, yeah, we did the blaze factory, technically, I guess, before we did the nether wart farm, which is funny. I think it would have been easier to do it the other way, but I guess it's not what I did. I also didn't record it, I tried, but the hotkey didn't believe me. I'm hoping it believed me today. Having done the nether wart farm downstairs, downstairs is indicated by this. I went next to it. Why is it asymmetrical? I don't know how I did. Oh, because I didn't finish. No, what the hell did I do? Yeah, that's exactly why. I should have filled it in over here, or not filled it in over there. Doesn't matter, it's over. Came over here, threw down some mushrooms, and bone mealed them into super shrooms, and got enough mushrooms to buy an egg for these guys. Okay, next, I got enough pufferfish together to trade in for a guardian egg. And that... I'm really tired of doing this. At least it's faster than a ladder. That got me the... it's technically the latest egg to get guardians in there. I've kind of copy-pasted a couple other things. Not copy-pasted, but, you know, egged an update to a couple other spawners since, but that was really the newest animal I got an egg for that I... well, newest monster. Next. Then I took down the spider factory down there and expanded the grove. I probably don't have to look at it. Well, I can look over the side at it. I think. One way or another. Yeah, just. So there was a spider factory there. It's not there because I added trees and made it more trees. Then we lost Chester. That was unnerving. But it all worked out. I just rolled it back, which is kind of cheating. Arguably, this whole series ended, you know, with episode 18, but it's not what happened. Actually, I might as well be down there because that's kind of what happens next. Seriously, my headache is getting worse. I'm not happy about this. Yeah. Rolled Chester back into existence. And, oh, I lied. It wasn't, well, Chester was down here, obviously. I got Chester back because he was a witch. And, then we went upstairs, where I just was when I didn't realize what I was talking about for a sec. And that was back in the days when I had to climb a ladder to make this happen. We're going to get to that. Filled in a bit of this. In fact, it was over here. And we let the grass grow out so that we would have a place for sheep, etc. to spawn naturally. And then we're back to the nether. Because I have no idea how boring this is to watch. It might be interesting. I mean, arguably you could watch this instead of the whole rest of the series. Oh, why do I do these things? Well, my monster factory is back to working. Went into the nether, including the stupid loading time to make it work. Are we almost done? Let go of me, I hate that. Went over here, I built down a... Actually, this was off camera, wasn't it? I built a ladder down to well, actually, I tunneled diagonally down thinking about it, and came back to... because this is 0 by 0, right? What did... oh, that's 3, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, basically 0 by 0. So that got me what could almost be called infinite lava. More than I'll ever use, anyway. Which I was able to throw into buckets 8 at a time. And bring home over and over to get obsidian back when that was a difficult thing to do. And now I'm climbing a ladder again. I'm tired of climbing a ladder. Please get the hell up the ladder. If I jump or anything, it'll just make it worse. I'd say I hate ladders, but I technically kind of prefer them to running up and down stairs. They are faster than that. Marginally. Then, with that I was able to start building, no, I have one here. Start building ender chests by dumping the, hot lava into a pool I had here for that purpose. Followed by, I went upstairs. Of course I did. Not using a ladder this time. And I went back to where the grass has now grown and built a Chickinator, which I really haven't turned on lately because, man, is that just downtime. Seriously, it takes like an hour just to empty this whole thing out. There's that many eggs waiting in it. But that was fun. Somewhere in there I managed to breed enough sheep together to kill them with like an axe and get enough, I think it was raw mutton. Chester wanted for an egg, and therefore the egg went in here. I don't think I have any raw mutton either. I think I have like 64 cooked muttons sitting over here in case I ever run out of steak, which I'm halfway there. I should probably think about that if I care. But I don't think... Maybe I put it in the... I've been moving stuff around for a month. I don't know where anything is. Yeah, it's right there. Alright, so now I've got infinite sheep, which means I can start dyeing sheep, etc. Next. Next I wasted half an hour. Maybe it was more like 40-45 minutes. Trying to build this thing, thinking for some reason that these needed to be diagonally situated, and I was just dead wrong about it. I think the problem is I'm used to doing it with these, and I was using full, you know, blocks to do it at the time. With these, from any perspective, it really looks like they're diagonal, so that's just, I was just misremembering what it looked like against what it really was. Sort of like the first time you see The Matrix, you think it's actually a good film. Yeah. So, then, one day, at 1 frame per second, with hundreds of chickens in here, I replaced the pigs with, not cheetahs, ocelots, and let the carnage ensue. Which is a relatively useless episode, and yet fun as hell to... I think it might be fun as hell to watch, I don't know. But it wasn't... Apart from being relatively aggravating, just with that frame rate issue, it was entertaining to be part of. It was just goofy. Still got a bunch of chickens. Then, things started looking up, or down, depending how you look at it. Because I built this damn thing, I didn't have to use ladders anymore, which means I instantly kept using ladders because I forgot I had it for a while and tended to go up and down this damn thing. But, we have this now, and that was helpful. And then I, went up through my lift, and I, started moving stuff around. I pulled up the wheat farm that had been downstairs, where there's now a big bedrock cabin, more or less. Actually, I think it's more where the end portal is now. And we did all this, which I've never really taken much advantage of. I mean, that's about how much I've bothered with this. I've never done anything. I don't even think I've ever used this as dye. Like, maybe once. I got some carrots. If anytime I want to, I can just come through here and grab up all of this stuff. These ought to be full. I just haven't given a damn. I've been eating steaks, and I haven't really been trading food much. Partly because, with wheat in particular, you can trade like 18 or 20 or whatever bits of wheat for 1 emerald, which might every once in a while trigger a farmer into wanting to breed. Or I can just take what amounts to 9 of wheat, you know, 9 of these, and smush them into bread and throw it at him. And that'll guarantee that he gets all libidinous, whatever, in the mood for breeding. Oh, which, yeah, was my next point too, I guess. The next episode was having got this stuff kind of laid out. I got all the food groups together, which involved a bit of trading, like carrots for something, and some of these weren't just available. I had to trade for them to get the seeds. And Okay, and then we went over and chopped down a bunch of big jungle wood trees. Actually, I only recorded the last one, I think, but finally got enough together to get 4 of these, and then from there we built up what we have and more. Followed, I think, by, yeah. I filled in the other 6 trees up here just to have them as little trophies. Then we started working on this, which technically still isn't done because there's grass here and not here, so that's a bit annoying. But we started building the basics of a house. Followed by the next episode, we started filling in the house. I think that's when we started doing carpet and, you know, the swimming pool and whatever. And, oh, and then we went out and, hi guys, set up Frosty McFrostface to get me snow. Which, what is that? Oh yeah, we'll get to that. So with Frosty, I can smack at his feet with a shovel for just the duration of the shovel. Which gets me snowballs coming down into here, which I can compile into cube, and I don't need snow. To this day, I don't need snow. But I have snow. Again, there was no checklist of stuff I was supposed to do, so I just did what sounded like fun at the time. Then we discovered I know nothing about beacons. Actually, at this point I know quite a bit, but we built a beacon in a few places trying to get the damn thing to do anything. I seriously never ever used these. Ever. But that's done. So now we got a beacon, which at this point lives downstairs. Right there. And it gives me a couple of things. So I can one-hit kill a couple of things, and I'm constantly... That probably came in handy when I was fighting the Wither. I didn't even think about it. What did we do next? Oh, and then I tried to fix this damn thing, which didn't fix it so much as just make the problem, like, physically larger. So now, in addition to these things being all full of stuff that I'd pick up and move over here, but I'm full of stuff over here. Like the gunpowder I still don't need. Where is that? And the crystals that I don't not need. I can compile them into these along with the shards. But, you know, it's just a mess. It's always going to be a mess. There's no unmessing this mess. It's a mess. And then we went downstairs by some means, possibly this one, and we're in an hour. This is insane. That's alright. Again, final episode. We're just done here. We jumped into, well, we put this together, jumped in, and wandered over and died a whole bunch killing a damn dragon. I'm not a fan of killing the dragon. I don't like the dragon that much, I just don't like having to kill it. Alright, and there's still some evidence that we were here, like the ladders. Killing that damn dragon. Let me think before I leave. Having killed the dragon, came back now that it was relatively safe, like as long as I don't look at anyone I should be okay. And set up a, at least the beginnings of a Enderman factory. I came back afterward and filled in the walls to keep them from landing outside the drop zone, and expanded out the disc up there so that I would get as many as Endermanly possible. And that. If I stand here for 30 seconds, I suspect I'm going to fill this up. Got that too, I suppose. I'm not sure how loud that is. I know how loud it sounds to me, but I mean within the system. Next we... Four, three... 2, 1, and 4. Now there's going to be stacking up in there. Next, we went over here. Probably about this quickly. Yep. Exciting game. We continue to jump and run and stuff. Seriously, my headache is getting serious here. Enough that I'm reusing words like serious. Hi guys, move, don't care. Do not want to fight. We, having killed the dragon, got this thing, which I diagonalized my way up to, and hopped into with one of these. Wound up here where there are no end cities. It's just that simple. Because flat world without structures. Disappointing. I would love to have end cities on this map. But I don't think there's any way. I don't think I could erase the file and get them in because it's still fundamentally a map without structures, which means it would just bring the dragon back and not give me anything new. So that's not the solution. Then we left the end. Wait, did we? Yep, for a sec. Hi. I'll come back here in a minute because there's just something I gotta mention back at the house. We, of course I slept here last. I gave in and traded a whole bunch of wheat for a whole bunch of hay bales and got some horses, including this guy. Who may or may not be visibly tethered. Nope, but I promise you he is. It's just weird, but he can't go anywhere. I just can't see the tether. It's stupid. So that happened. Yeah, then... Yeah, I could probably use the ladder. I'm just in the neighborhood for it. We, went back to... How am I doing on... Okay. Went back to the end. And I set up an obsidian farm, which allows me to come in here anytime I like and dig up the topmost infinitely returning layer of obsidian, making this somewhat slowly infinite stuff. And if I don't just finish this off, it's gonna haunt me. We're almost done anyway. I guess I'm sort of thinking of this as something like if you go and look at the latest video in the series for some reason, you'll get a quick, chapter list of what we did over the last 6 weeks. or however you look at it. If I upload one of these a week, it's going to be more like 42 weeks. And so far that seems to be what I'm doing, which I'm okay with. So there. At the rate of doing that, I can get 25 blocks of obsidian whenever I want. And then I can go up here, through my little redwood tunnel, and go home. And then once I'm home, I've got this thing which I threw together just to have done it. I've never really used it for anything. And I've got the whole library that I threw together at some point in order to build up a sword that let me do the next thing. And just to ditch this so I don't think I need it on me for anything. And then, yeah, the last thing, which I don't really have to sleep for, because it's not here. The last thing, once again, was going into the Nether and over to the fortress, which, no, never mind, I'm not going to bother doing it. What counts is that we got the fortress kind of remodeled a bit so that I could take several hours to attack every damned spooky skeleton thing. Do I still have that on my, yeah. I haven't restarted the computer lately. We'll hit F3D to get rid of stuff. Occasionally I do that because it's so cluttered. So, we set up a method to get the skulls, and then this episode included a flashback to having got the skulls. And that leads us to 45 minutes ago when I built a bedrock cabin and inserted a wither, which I then killed to death, like in the deal. And that, from objectively humble beginnings, is that. All from standing on 27 surface blocks of grass, on a total of 80 blocks of dirt, plus a bedrock that's still in there. With a block of ice and a bucket of lava, and this guy, and a tree that I managed to cut down in the right way to get some saplings out of it and get started on this whole adventure survival map. Are you missing some glass? Am I about to be angry? Why are you missing glass? It was all supposed to be so perfect. That's the final thing I'm going to do. I'm going to find him some glass. I'm going to fix his window. Did I, like, never fill that in? I remember trying to figure out why. Because I had it asymmetrical at some point. I can't figure out if I never filled it in or if somehow lightning hit it. I'm going to have to go back and see at some point what exactly just happened to me. But it's... yeah, I don't care, just give me... It's cool because I can fix it right now whether I need this or not. Just gonna grab, because I think all the glass I have at this point is black. Just gonna go down the express elevator to hell. Past the rail system and the iron factory and where the cobblestone generator moved to and the grove of trees and the bedrock cabin and return to Chester. noting the portal to the end, which is separate from the portal to the nether, which is beyond the... Yeah, so annoyingly. Have a window. Have you been waiting for that for, like, ever? Is that something you were supposed to have that I never gave you? I wouldn't be that surprised. I probably just never filled it in. And that's our map. The Rags to Riches SkyBlock, whatever it is. I'd have to go look at the file, and I'm not sure, but it's in the title. Like, I just keep copy pasting that, or it's in the description or somewhere. And that, like, in the neighborhood of 25 hours into this thing, as far as what I've recorded, is that. So, I'll just set up to say thanks for watching, and, you know, I really never say the like and subscribe thing. Do people care if you say that? Does it help? Is it like casting a spell? I don't know. Is it a prayer? I have no idea what it is. Do it if you want. You know how these things work by now. You've been on the net for a while, right? If not, welcome. It's very strange here. There are some cats. But in any case, I'm going to wrap this whole thing up and take a couple of days off. Decide what I want to do next. I might do another survival map that is cool but flawed. I really do like Shriveling World. It's cool. I really like SkyGrid, which is flawed because the end portal, at least the copy I have, there's probably more than one. I think I could even technically make one with modern stuff in it, but I'll look into it. And I really might just do a normal, I would say randomly generated full map, but the one I've got in mind is the seed based on, you know, my username. It is awesome. Everything about it is cool. It used to be slightly more cool because the stronghold was closer to the spawn point, but where the stronghold used to be is now a village, which I can get to easily, and I'm happier with that. I don't mind walking a few kilometers to get to the closest stronghold if I have villagers from more or less day 1, day 2, somewhere in there. But that's all for later in a whole different series. So I can't actually get into him. I thought I maybe could. Yeah, whatever. We're out of here. So see you in the next series, and yeah, bye.